Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Amused Jester. My name is Junior. Today, let's take a look at something that I've been really very anticipating highly to receive. This is the Masters of the Universe crossover with the Thundercats, Lionel, Mattel. You guys are simply brilliant. Now, I didn't go for their crossover with the Turtles, but this one. Now, the reason why I said this is brilliant is because not only do you do a crossover here, but they design it in a way so you can actually have the basic Thundercats look as they were in cartoons. And this is the first time we've ever received Thundercats in this scale. That artwork looks really good too. And it's showing Castle Grayskull in the background. Now, I wonder if this line becomes so popular that they'll do a Thundercats layer in origin scale. Can you guys imagine that? Wow. All right, let me go ahead and open it up, and we'll take a look at the toy inside. All right, guys, so that's it. That's everything that comes out of packaging. Oh, let me just put Lionel's hair in really quickly so it doesn't look so awful. Of course, we get the usual highly important illustration of instructions. The mini comic, which this one, it's really kind of interesting. I might actually take my time and read this because I do want to know what happens. Like, why are they being mixed up? You know, and also I know that Mattel is also doing a crossover with Transformers. However, however cool that was, that particular crossover is, it's just too expensive. Unfortunately, it's I think it's almost 30% more than usual. No, I've looked at it looks cool. At how much this was. This was $19.99 when I ordered it. What, a year and a half ago? When did I order this? Oh, no, only. Oh, hold on a second. I ordered this on April, and it was $19.99 or $20. Now it's $21.95 for the newest wave. So that's just unfortunately the economics of things. Anyway, $20 for something like this, and you're getting so much stuff, unbelievable compared to the cartoon classics, which admittedly is their own brand. I don't know. I think Thundercats is being owned by something else. I think it's by another company, so they had to do licensing for that and everything. And I think the reason why the Motu Transformers crossover is so expensive is because the licensing with Hasbro is just, which is very expensive. Anyway, so much stuff for $20 compared to a cartoon collection, and so I'm really loving that. So, and this is just like the cartoon collection. The knees are straight. It's not like Origins, so I'm really thankful for that. I would have been crushed if this had been bent like Origins is. So there you go. You can straighten that. That looks really good. And as you can see, you can swap out the hair as well if you want to. Here's a look at a close-up of the face. So I think that's well done, well painted, very crisp and very clear. There's no bleeding or anything. It's very toy-like, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Thundercat logo on the emblem on the chest piece, which is good. Instead of He-Man's. I think I've seen this on a He-Man before. Yeah. Okay. Look how clean that is. Thundercats. Oh, sheen. And then the Sword of Omens. Ah, there you go. I was gonna say, it's like, wait, why is that closed? Well, you just flip it, and that's the open one. Because that should be closed, right? When it's long like this. Then it comes with an extra pair of hands. Oh, I'm sorry, an extra hand. Oh, I see how this thing is done. Okay, belt, and then these are two replacement for the feet. That's amazing that they even thought about that. All right, so let's do this. Let's do a switch out for the regular Thundercats. I love the idea of the crossover, but the main kicker for me, of the reason why I bought this, is because I can finally have a proper, ooh, that's pretty tough, Thundercats version that will go with my Masters of the Universe. Now, yes, I do have the Super 7 Thundercats, which I unfortunately have a lot of and now regret buying, because I pre-ordered those, so I paid full price on everything on those, and they're just not worth it. I mean, it was until they started doing really crummy, questionable tactics where they sell a smaller figure for full price. But that's there and there, so that's okay. And I should have done this first. Apparently. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a breakaway figure. This is very similar to the cartoon collection of the Origins, where you can remove things and switch things around. So I think this is the first time where I've actually had to replace or take out the whole bottom leg. And then for sure, this is the first time I've had it that where I'm removing the feet. I didn't even realize. I don't know if you can do this on a regular cartoon collection, but this is designed specifically for that. I should have paid attention to make sure I have this coming on to the right feet. I think that's about right. Also, I want to point out that the peg actually goes in this way, not straight down, okay? So, because when you're pulling it, you might pull it the wrong angle and weaken that peg. So you don't want to do that. I forgot we're supposed to do the belt. Oh my god, this has got to be, well, I mean, it's the only second representation of Thundercats, but this has got to be one of the best representations out there. I mean, I have how does this go? Is this going inside his torso? It's really tight. Of course, I have Mondo, and Mondo's like the quintessential representation of Thundercats right now. Or was. I'm going to say was, because honestly, oh, that's kind of weird. I would say this goes into the... Oh, I'm supposed to remove this. That's why I was getting confused. There you go. Now it fits much better. Like, it's a very tight fit, as you can see me struggling to put it in there. Now that makes more sense. Of course, Lionel would not have the loincloth. And the cool thing is, like, if I display it like this, then I have extra pieces to put on my other stuff. Like, wow, look at that. That is just Lionel in my He-Man collection, in my cartoon collection. That's just amazing. And then you put on the hands over here. Now, this is, what do you call this? This gauntlet over here. I can't remember. This, I mean, a lot of people have already talked about how disappointing how this thing looks, and I agree. It's an interesting addition, and the fact is, look, this doesn't. I mean, it kind of looks like I guess it would look okay for me, like that. But it would have been nice to have been able to put it in there. But for $20, this is just being nitpicky. For maybe for $25, if they were, let's say, would I have paid $25 for this if this had been the proper gauntlet and there was a secondary small sword version? Like, call it a deluxe version just for that and the extra small sword or the knife. I'm happy with what I'm getting for $19. This is amazing. In fact, let's go with the before we do that, let's deal with the articulation, right? So that's gonna keep doing that, right? So I would say up to just straight on for the head, a little bit more down, a little bit off to the side. Of course, you can do the all around. This is just like cartoon collection, so you have that. There's no bicep cut, but you do have an elbow cut. Look at how it's kind of like soft rubber for the plastic. It can do 90. Swivel on the wrist and then in and out, so that's good. Swivel on the waist and the legs, almost to 90. I'm gonna say like 75 degrees, maybe 90 degrees on the knees with a swivel. And of course, we know there's a boot cut because we replaced that. And down that much on the ankle, and up that much on the ankle, and of course a rocker. All right, this is kind of irritating because that's going to keep falling off as you move things about. It is disappointing that this is kind of bendable a lot, but I can live with that for the price. Again, I can forgive a lot when the price is right, and the price is perfect. So yeah, that's it. Let's do the evaluation immediately, right? This is beautiful, by the way. $19 or 20. Let's do $20. $20. I'm gonna jump right away to 15. This is like perfect. This is a must get. Now, I mean, of course, I mean, the highest that I've done of an evaluation is 20. These are 20s. I'm not sure if you've seen my short of this, but this is like $17 and it came with a lot. This is more than 12 easily. The price and the value 13 to 14, 15 because it's like the perfect lino. Maybe the weird thing is I don't think I've ever given anything at 16 and 17. It's 15 is the best one. 18 will be getting multiples, and then 20 is the perfect. So actually, you know what? I would consider this as an 18 because I'm really tempted to get a second set just so I can get the version of what they have. It's that interesting for me, but I did not. So but I haven't. I mean, I did not, or I haven't yet. I'm not entirely sure. I am trying to save money, and and this one's kind of keeps. I'm gonna give it an 17 instead of an 18. If I had actually gone ahead and purchased it, then I would have said it's 18. 17 to 16 is the value I would assign to this one. But definitely, as it is though, it's perfect. It's like so much stuff, so much playability, display factor. And this basically, the fact that it can do a simple thundercats on the line, that's like perfect. It just really is. Without this claw shield, it's kind of disappointing that you have this thing sticking out. I would have preferred that it was the other way around, where it's a hole here, and this one's somehow they figured out how to see. This is the flaw with the fact that it's not a whole gauntlet. If it had been the whole gauntlet, then they could have added something here to the side that's closer to the belt that would have made that easier. But as it is, they're having to do this, and every time you move it, this thing just falls off. So that's kind of irritating. Let me compare it to the cartoon collection He-Man, and the only one I have on hand right now is Hordak. So as you can see, they scale perfect to one another. Now we have the Motu 2000X coming in. I don't know what the scale is on that one. I really hope that it fits with this one. Yeah, because I'm not really that big into the 2000X, because by that time I think I was already 30 or 40 when it came out. 30 years old. And I'm still emotionally connected to the original He-Man, but I do recognize that fact that it had a lot more richer story than the original. But I'm still excited. I'm gonna go and test out a few of the samples in that one once it comes in. I'll pre-order the first wave or something. But this is a home run. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to do this, so it can do about 75 degrees, almost higher, actually higher going sideways than forward. And then the back can only move that much because, again, of the design of the butt. This is just amazing, though. It's just amazing, the fact that it just captures everything for a Thundercats for me. So I can't believe that. So I'm giving it a 17. You definitely need to get it if you are not and I would almost recommend getting a second set, because the other one looks good too, the other design, but because then the story will make sense. But for Thundercats straight on, this 15, perfect. Anyway, that's it for my review of the Motu Thundercats crossover. This is the Lionel figure. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on my next review. Bye.